And your father also departed, because your dad just came through. You, yeah?
Yeah, he died maybe 30 years ago.
He died what?
30 years ago.
Yep, it doesn't matter. He's still here with me.
Okay.
Was he a hunter?
No.
He's showing me guns on the other side. How do you connect with guns?
He left for World War II at 17, came back 4.5 years later, a lot of guns.
So he left.
He came back from World War II, so there's a lot of guns involved there.
He showed me this picture of him with the guns when I'm connecting with him. So it's pictures that you have of him from...
Old military pictures.
Perfect. Because he says to me, this is how I want to be remembered. He's got the guns with him on the other side, the sepia tone pictures of him back in the day, and he's acknowledging that.
Okay.
And your dad said to me, you know, I have to let my son know that he's so much like me in so many different ways. And more importantly, because the way that you are, he tells me that your father was always very self-taught here in the physical world.
Yes.
And he tells me that you're the same way.
Yes.
And how did you build things, or like, because he showed me tools. How do you connect with the tools?
He built the house I grew up in, and I built the house I live in now.
Perfect. Because he said to me, it's like the same thing. So, and he showed me the tools and about the wood going up. So if he built the house and then now you built the house, it's your dad's way of showing me, and acknowledging about the similarities that he had.
Yes.
But he said to me, you know, I never had to worry about anything. You know, your father tells me about the way that even though he was having many issues here in the physical world because of his health and things that were going on in the military and things within his life, he talks about the way that you stepped forward to be there for the family when he couldn't be.
Yeah, a lot of emotional support.
And that's what he's acknowledging. So when you stepped forward and you were there for your family, he tells me you filled the shoes so well. And more importantly, I want to thank you for everything that you did. Fantastic. He says, I am so proud to stand here. He says, and to look back on all of these memories.
That's good to hear.
And more importantly, to see about how, because he tells me, your father tells me you had to grow up very quickly here in the physical world.
Definitely.
And that you were the one that was the man of the house, taking care of things, taking care of the family, being there for the family. And he talks about taking care of your mother here in the physical world.
Yeah, she's in a nursing home now.
So know that he said to me, because you're stressing right now, about her health, about what's going on, about what's taking place, and that's on your mind every day.
Yes.
And he tells me that you're holding on to a lot of guilt because you feel, I wish that I didn't have to put her in the nursing home. I wish that I could do something for her.
She's 94, but yeah.
But listen, your dad said to me that there was no other way around this. And more, because he tells me she fell. So did she just fall?
She fell and shattered her hip.
Just now?
No, a couple years ago.
Oh, a couple of years ago. And that's when she moved into the nursing home?
She was in the nursing home at the time.
Oh, okay, because that's what he's acknowledging. He says, so the way that she fell, he said, imagine if you were home. He says there was no way that you could have taken care of these things.
No.
He said, so I want to let you know that I'm there watching over your mother every day.
That's good.
And he's acknowledging that.
That's good.
Even though he tells me, like, does she have a boyfriend, or did she have, like, because he keeps telling me she has, like, a sweetheart.
When my father passed 5 years later, she had a relationship with his brother, my uncle.
Oh, shit. Because he just said to me, he says, you know, he goes, you're never going to believe who my wife is dating.
Yeah, he passed too, but yeah.
I don't control who comes through on the other side.
That's true.
But no, it's his way of acknowledging that. Because there's still times when I feel like you or your mother feels like, who's she with? Is she with my husband, or is she with my father, or is she with his brother?
Right.
That can only happen in Vermont.
Georgia too.
Okay. So no, it's his way of acknowledging that. He says, you know, I don't care. He says, I still loved her. He says, and I just didn't care as long as he treated her well.
Absolutely.
He says, and all I care about now, he says, is letting you know that I'm watching over you and I'm watching over her. He says that you made me so proud about the love and the care and the way that you've taken care of her. He says, I am with you 24/7. And more importantly, he says, I'm proud to call you my son. Give him a round of applause. I will leave you with that. You're very welcome. Can we pass that back right over here?